Hello, football fans, and welcome back to another James Talks About the NFL. And today I'm going to talk about Gerald McCoy signing with the Carolina Panthers. Now, this is a move that surprised me, to be honest. But I thought that this was going to happen for one particular reason, and I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into why I thought he could have signed with Carolina versus Cleveland and Baltimore, and why I thought he was going to sign with either one of those teams instead of the Panthers. Now, I thought that he was going to sign with the Cleveland Browns because he said that he wanted a bidding war for his services. Now, you do realize that the Browns have the most cap space out of the three teams that showed interest in McCoy, that being of the Browns, the Ravens, and the Panthers. And he said that he wanted at least $10 million a year. I remember him saying that. Now, I know the Browns and the Ravens could provide that, and I thought that he was going to sign with the Browns over the Ravens because the Browns could offer him more, and in my opinion, the Browns are more equipped to make a playoff run at this given point. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that, oh, the Browns are going to win the Super Bowl, win this, win that. Pump the brakes on that a little bit, please. Season hasn't even started yet. Pump the brakes, please, for the love of God. But anyway, so I thought that he was going to sign with either one of those teams, in particular the Browns, for that reason. But I also thought that there would be a possibility that the Panthers would be able to sign him because the Buccaneers, the team that cut him after 9 seasons, are in the same division as the Carolina Panthers, meaning that McCoy would be able to play against the Buccaneers twice a year, every single year that he plays in Carolina. Now, Gerald McCoy signed with the Panthers right before I think I might have been in the middle of making my football nerd video for Monday, but I found out the news after I'd recorded that and after I'd made the thumbnail for said video Monday. But the advantage that I got on not doing it Monday and instead doing it today, another day in which I upload one of these, is that I get to see more of the reasoning behind why McCoy chose to sign with the Panthers, which, by the way, I read is a contract. It's a 1-year contract with $8 million, and incentives it would go up to 10.25 million, so 10.25 million. So ultimately, if he gets all those incentives, he will get up to 10 million, but I'm not sure if he'll get all those incentives. I hope he does, because that means he'll play very well for my Panthers. But regardless, this is what he had to say about signing with Carolina. Quote, "The reason I'm here is because I was quoted as saying, I wanted to go to a contender, and every ounce of me feels like this team is a true contender. The NFC South champs are the New Orleans Saints, and they're known to have a great offense, and in order to take them out, you gotta have a great defense. The Carolina Panthers have been known to have a great defense, and I just want to add to that, and I truly believe that. With the addition of me and all the pieces that are already here, we got a great shot." End quote. And That is off of NFL.com. There's a quote there where it said that McCoy told that to reporters inside of Bank of America Stadium, which is the Panthers stadium where they've played since '96. Now, it's interesting to see that he really wanted to sign with a contender, given that a lot of people feel like the Browns are going to do a lot. So I guess in McCoy's eyes, and might I say before I say this, I'm going to make this crystal clear, okay? These are not McCoy's direct thoughts. He has not said this directly, what I am going to say. Do not try to infer that he has said this directly as of right now, when I'm uploading, or as of when I'm recording this, okay? This is not what he has said. This is what I have gathered based on my own conclusions. Are we all clear on that? Are we all clear? Do I make myself crystal clear to you? Now, what I'm drawing as a conclusion is that McCoy believes that the Panthers are a better contender than the Browns, which would kind of be interesting. I mean, I could see that argument as if someone said, "Hey, I think the Panthers have a better shot at making the playoffs than the Browns." And I could also see the argument of why the Browns would have a better shot of making the playoffs. I bet part of it was because I don't think he has said this directly, but I believe he wanted to stay in the South, staying in the NFC South so that he can play Tampa Bay twice a year, because I can imagine that he is still a little bit, at least a little bit upset about him being cut from Tampa Bay. And personally, I'm not going to blame him. I would be a little bit upset too, at least a little bit, if my team was like, "Hey, we're going to surprise cut you." Maybe, but given that it was at this stage, it's kind of surprising that they cut him now. And I'm glad that Gerald McCoy is now a Carolina Panther, because I have watched years and years of Panther games where Gerald McCoy has just dominated guards, centers of the Carolina Panthers. And now I'm glad that we can add him to the front seven and maybe generate some more quarterback sacks and pressures and all that stuff, because that also kind of led to the collapse from 6-2 to 7-9. But that's something I don't want to think about. I don't want to talk about. But yes, all in all, I'm glad that Gerald McCoy is a Panther. I am glad, and I'm also surprised that he's a Carolina Panther, and I wish him all the best wishes. And see, as guys, I do believe that will do it for this Football Nerd video. And until next Football Nerd video, I will see you later. Goodbye, guys, and as always, go Panthers, and good luck to Gerald McCoy.